Whoa, 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 your boat gently down the street. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Top of the morning, top of the afternoon to your guys. Your main man, one of the constituents, cause see, I don't have no big head. So my staff, we all on the same playing field. So coming to you live, the Rize Podcast and the boys. How you like me now? What's going on, brother Landon?
Ain't a whole lot, Coach Squeeze. I've had a busy ass week, and this is like one of the highlights. I get to come on here for an hour, chat it up with you guys, chat it up with the audience. Don't get much better than that.
My man. So before we get the rolling in, I like to, matter of fact, before we get the rolling in, let me get the sponsors out of the way.
Sir.
4-time world champion in 3 different weight classes. You know who he is. The hard hitter. The world renowned. When you talk boxing, his name come up. Whether you love him or hate him. GTD Promotions, Javante Tank Davis, and the most important, redesigning minds.
One mind at a
We
time.
say that, but I hope the people out there understanding what we're saying.
Yeah.
Redesigning minds, one mind at a time. Because we know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Under Armour, thank you for the love you've shown over the years. All the stuff you do for the community, a lot of people don't see. I'm going to thank y'all, give y'all flowers while y'all here. And last but not least, Box
Raw.
What's going on, brother Landon?
Ain't a whole lot, bro. We got some stuff we want to talk about today, definitely. Talk with these good people. I want to thank all the people that's listening right now and have been following the show for the length of time that we've been doing it. Means a lot that we have your support, and it's always good to see some of the same faces in the chat. You know?
That mean that they fans.
Yeah, they like what we do.
We gotta give them what they deserve.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We gotta give them what they deserve. You know, and we praying that our numbers continue to grow.
Right.
And we willing to continue to grow with the brand.
Absolutely.
You know, we keep doing our due diligence and doing what we need to do on our end. Like I could always say, I always could do more.
I always feel that way.
That's my mentality. I want to be, if I could get the best out of anything I do, I'm happy about that.
Absolutely.
But before we roll on into the show and you start showing your I call them your bi-weeklies.
Yes, facts. Facts.
I like to tell the viewers that if you're interested in getting anybody in the boxing, come on down at 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue. Pee-wee classes. We got 5-year-olds to 8-year-old. It's changed the time frame since school start back.
Right.
It's 3:30 to 5.
Nice.
So it was 3 to 5, but now it's 3:30 to 5 to get a parent's time to get the kids to the gym. And from 5 to 7, from 8-year-olds to 16-year-old, they're free classes.
Right.
But 17 on up is adults. And you bring them on down, man, and even if they're not interested in boxing, but in order to get the boxing training, they have to go on USA.com and register and get their passbook because it's a way to protect them if they get hurt in training. So I want the parents to know that out there, because a lot of them bring their child there and they say, I want to get them in the boxing.
Right.
But it's other avenues you got to go down to get them that boxing training.
Right.
So I just want the people out there to understand we got to protect the kids. You can't force them to do something that they really don't want to do. Because getting hit in the face and all over your body, you gotta be a little crazy.
Yeah, you gotta have the right mentality. You know what I
mean?
Yeah.
Facts. You gotta have something in you to be able to take the punishment that comes with the territory of boxing.
Absolutely.
So, saying all that, I'd like to thank our manager, Miss Nikki. She's doing a tremendous job. Got a lot of new equipment at the gym, even if for the people that want to just come there and work out.
Right.
We almost got the same stuff that you're
Any
playing
of those places.
fitness and all those other fitness centers have. So you could come and get your workout on and your little boxing training or whatever, and you can leave. It's $120 for the whole year. So that's like $10 a month. 12 months in a year.
It's not bad at all.
So saying all of that, I got all the blue tape and red tape out of the way.
Right.
Brother Landon.
Yes, sir.
What do you have in the crystal ball?
So I want to talk about some news, and I'm glad my man Coach Cobbs is here.
Yo. Have no fear. I am here.
Okay. Now, we got not a special guest. The latest addition to new edition. He the bait. You don't need no introduction. He got his Gerald Levert going on.
He got the Levert happening this morning.
And it ain't no Beijing. There's no Beijing.
No.
It's the real deal.
The real deal.
My main apple scrapple. The new addition to the family. Al Base behind the face. Senior Cobbs.
Well, ain't no introduction like the squeeze introduction.
Not at all.
Welcome to the studio, brother. A father, a coach, a mentor, a husband,
associate producer,
a cameraman. These accolades can go on, but I know people got their lives to live.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Coach Cobbs, because this first topic that I actually wanted to bring up was about what we talked about last week, and that's about Evander Holyfield. So the news on that. Let me give you quickly the article. Evander Holyfield has been handed a 30-day medical suspension after his farcical stoppage defeat by Vitor Belfort on Saturday night.
Yeah.
The 58-year-old suffered heavy punishment from the first bell and was dropped to the canvas within 109 seconds on his return to the ring. Many have questioned his health and conditioning going into the fight as he faced a much younger opponent in 44-year-old Belfort. And now, Holyfield finds himself out of action for 30 days after the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation issued this suspension list. Now, I want to get both of you guys' feedback on that. But the one thing I want to know is when they say he's suspended for 30 days and that has to sit down for 30 days, sit down from what? When was the last time he was boxing? What does that actually do?
I was wondering, can they make it permanent? They can make that one permanent. He needs to be in the ring no more unless he wearing a suit, saying hello to somebody, holding a mic in their face or something.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. Like, that's a punishment? 30 days. So 30 So what can't he do in these 30 days that he wasn't already doing? He hadn't boxed in how many years?
So let me ask you this. So after 30 days he can try to do it again?
Yeah, that's what this is what I don't understand, bro.
Well, I'm gonna chime in.
Okay.
Senior Cobbs gave you his answer. You got your redemption. Now I'm gonna sing this song, but I'm gonna sing it my way. It's still gonna be the same hit,
right?
It's gonna be in my voice. What they mean is they suspending him to be able to fight. They're giving him 30 days to get his head together because they saying that he can't jump right back in. He need to evaluate his situation, and I'm in agreement with Senior. One thing I can say, I don't like hitting nobody in the pocket because we all gotta eat and survive. So I hope it ain't that for him, which I don't think is a money thing.
Nah.
More of a pride thing.
Yeah.
Him seeing Mike Tyson come back.
That's a good point, bro.
And thinking that, hey, he did it. I beat him twice.
That's a good point.
I'm going to go ahead and sow my oats and step back. But what he failed to realize between him and Tyson been still training.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He probably walked away, like Senior said, put the suit and the mic in his face, start doing more appearances, commentary, and all of that.
His podcast
Mike actually got back into training full time.
Yeah.
And you seen it.
Yeah.
We ain't see no clips of Evander training at all. So what I seen is somebody,
the one we seen,
reflexes ain't there. The reflexes wasn't there no more. The timing wasn't there. And the referee saved his life. You gotta check, man. Walk away, man.
Yeah.
So I'm agreeing with Senior with that, but I added my little spin on.
Right. I just thought it was, again, I was confused because I know he was not training. You could tell by watching that fight that he really wasn't training all that well. And I know he's not competing. So when they tell him 30 days to sit down from what? Because other than that fight, he hadn't been fighting before. And he definitely couldn't have been training after that performance. That performance, it was scary, one, because we don't want to see nothing bad happen to Evander Holyfield. And when it looked like he couldn't even really defend himself, I was like, no, this is not good. This is not good.
Really, so, that's a 30-day ban. But like Senior say, that should have been a longer ban than that. 30 days.
Absolutely.
And I'm agreeing with you. 30 days don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing.
All right, what you got, Landon? Before we go into some other topics that we got going on.
So I got sent some video this week from my associate producer. Can't remember his name. And it's Coach Calvin. I feel like this to me is the essence of Upton. There's a saying on the website that they build champions one round at a time. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you this.
Wow.
Put your feet back on the line. It's this hand. Use this hand here. Oh, this up.
This brought the biggest smile to my face when I saw this.
This hand right here. This hand right here.
That was his first day.
This hand right here. Yeah. You got it? JJ!
There you go.
JJ!
Wow. Yo, listen.
Wow.
You gotta love that, man. You gotta love it. I got a couple more. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you got a lot of heat this week.
I did get a lot of heat this week. I absolutely did. Looking like a drill instructor.
Yeah, got him. Yeah, got him. Okay.
Listen, man, that camaraderie, that connection with the kids, that quality time right there, they outside, they feel safe. There's not an amount of money that you could pay that could surpass what this is. I loved it. I loved every bit of when my social producer, damn, I can't think of his name. When he sent me this stuff, I was like, I needed to see that this week. Definitely. Absolutely. And I got, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, because I want you to keep it wise fresh.
No, like this is the reason why this is about how important this is to this community. And I think the thing that grabbed me the most, because I'm a videographer, so I see images within images. The fact that you could see the neighborhood, the community, and then the kids, and then the coaches up and out there doing the kids, that's a powerful, powerful scene. Powerful. What you about to say, Coach Squeeze?
That's a ray of sunshine in a dark cloud.
Yes, sir.
So for all the people out there, don't think that it's hope shining through all of that. You see it.
Yeah.
Because Coach Calvin be so busy.
Yeah.
But when he's there, he going all out, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same way Tank. Them the same drills Tank had.
Right.
Them the same drills Truck had. Them the same drills Malik Iceman Hawkins that had. Malik the King Warren that had. The list can go on. But I'm just giving you those few names of the recent ones. That's the same thing Calvin do with everybody. You got to be able to withstand the drills. Now, when Calvin taught me a lot. So I do a lot of stuff that Calvin do in my training, and I might add a little something in that I see, but I try not to deviate from the plan.
Right.
Because Calvin will come to me and say, Squeeze, that's good you got him doing that, but this is all I want him to do.
Right.
Because he has that vision on how to build a fighter, and the fundamentals is going to get them through. Right.
I'm surprised I ain't see Coach Cobbs out there.
He probably the one was filming.
Duh. Of course. That's the associate producer's name. Coach Cobbs. Okay. Got you. Okay.
You breaking up, champ. He must be on the move.
Yeah, he's moving.
I got a question for both of y'all.
Sure, shoot.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you breaking up, but I hear you.
Love versus Richard Henderson.
Who? Oh yeah, his signal is
Love versus Richard
Hitcherson. Did he say Love versus?
He's saying. I think he's talking about Monte Love, Pretty Boy Monte Love against Richard Hitchens.
I am not familiar with them.
With Tank. He the dude from, I think he's from Nigeria or something, of African descent.
Okay.
Richard Hitchens. He's undefeated. Slick fighter, combined box.
Nice.
In his last performance, I give him a a B minus.
Solid B minus. Okay.
I think he could have done a little better than what he did. He said it himself. He gave himself that grade. But these guys that out of Tank camp and train and spar, I done seen him in Tank spar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with Senior asking me if he's talking about the love I'm talking about.
Right.
This dude just won in a high fashion. He could box. He's spectacular. I think he's out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
And he fights at he fights at 35, but I don't know if he'll go up or they'll fight at a catch weight if he's talking about the love I'm talking about.
Right.
Because Hitchens fight at 154.
Right.
Yeah, Hitchens fight at 54. Is you talking about love, Senior?
Yeah.
Because it's two loves out there. It's one out of Floyd Mayweather gym, but he fight in a bigger weight class, and it's a pretty boy, Montez Love.
I think it's Montez. That's the one that fought last week on
There you go.
There you go.
So what weight they gonna be fighting at?
I didn't catch it, but Hitchens' man said he ducked him. He said he took another fight in Dubai. He took another Dubai.
Breaking up.
And
he breaking up.
Crazy. So you ducking.
We ain't catch none of that, Coach.
Yeah, so what he sound like he's saying for the people out there that Hitch is saying that Monte Love was ducking him, took another fight before he fought him. Now that would be a good Showtime fight.
Yeah.
Not pay-per-view, but definitely could get big numbers on a co-main event, main event on a card. Those two guys,
right?
You know, that would be a good barn burner. Because his last fight, I was very impressed with Love. I was very impressed with his performance. Very quick hands, slick fighter, defensively, offensively, great footwork. Because him and Tank sparred.
Now, when you watch, these are the observations you also got when you watched him and Tank spar.
When I watched him and Tank spar, the clip that I showed, because they was going back and forth over social media or who did what. But the clips that I seen, Tank was touching him, but he was able to take it a little bit. He the bigger guy.
Yeah.
And he could box. He ain't no chump.
He's solid, right? He's solid, right?
But Tank and him was griffing because, you know, Tank a dub.
Yes, he is.
So people don't understand, man. They holler out Tank ain't fighting nobody. They really don't understand the logistics of boxing, because even when you spawn, you and guys heated sparring.
That's
it's
right.
just
I've seen it.
Fighting.
Yeah, I've seen
without
that.
money.
I've seen that. These
dudes was letting their hands go, touching each other up. Because when Tank go to these different gyms, he looking to leave a statement.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? What I seen, he done gotten better the last fight. But Tank was touching him, the clips I seen. I didn't see nothing that Montez said he said that Tank ain't showing everything.
Right.
So to being fair, which we do on this show, we love our fighters, but we love all the fighters that out there putting their life on the line. We like to give the actual footage on what happened.
Right.
But definitely that would be a nice one I would love to see. Now we got this Sean Porter Terence Crawford thing in the air. So 1 minute is happening, the next minute it ain't happening.
Right.
They in camp training for one another. We don't know, man, until we get the date and it's etched in stone. I really don't know where it's at up to today.
Right.
But that fight's supposed to be in the making. Sean Porter and Terence Crawford. Who you like, Landon?
I'm leaning towards Crawford, and it's interesting that you bring that up because they struck a deal for November 20th. So we're about to soon see what's going on with that. But I'm leaning towards Crawford. I am. But I think this is going to be a really tough one. Like, because neither one of them are chumps. And like Crawford, well, at least ESPN called him their number 2 pound for pound boxer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, I'm leaning towards Crawford. What do you think?
I'm a Bud Crawford fan to the core. But I love me some Sean Porter, yo. Because Sean Porter reminds me of my style a lot. Mm-hmm. When I'm in the ring with guys, I may not be the most talented one in the ring at that time, but I still got a chance to win because of my work ethic and my aggression.
And that matters. All of that matters.
So I got that dug in me. I ain't scared to get hit, to get a punch off.
Right.
But Terence Crawford just makes adjustments, and Sean Porter getting better at making adjustments. But seeing that style of Sean Porter, I never really seen Terence Crawford in front of nobody
like that.
Right, bring that pressure and explosiveness, and so he gonna have to pick his teeth and figure out how he gonna shut this down. Because you seen Sean Porter and Earl Spence fight.
Yes.
They say if it wasn't for the knockdown, that could probably been a draw.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Yeah. One thing I like about Crawford, I like his jab. I think he has a lot of power, and he gives off the impression when I watch him fight that he has good ring IQ. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, Porter is just. I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards Crawford, but I would not be surprised at Porter coming through that. Like, I would not be surprised.
Right now, to be fair to both of those fighters, because I love both of them, and this can make it hard. This one thing about sports I don't like.
Right.
They say, Tyrone, Coach Squeeze, if you got to put your house on it, there go my baby, he back.
Yeah.
Who you going to put on it?
Yeah.
I would say, I'm going, right now, I'm just going to be fair. I'm going to play it down the line. No disrespect to you, Bud, because if I see you somewhere, don't hit me. Don't hit me, Bud. But Sean Porter, if I see you somewhere, don't smother me like gravy over rice. I'm just keeping it 100.
I mean, it is what it is.
I'm going to go 50-50 with my heart. We got our other family back because we all family on here. We on the same even playing field. We don't do all of that dumb stuff on this channel. We all men.
Right.
Senior Carbs, finish off your Monte Love and Hitchison conversation.
No, they on IG beefing, saying he ducked him out on this fight.
They beefing on IG?
Yeah. Hitchens saying Love ducked him. So how you feel about that fight though? Would that be an interesting fight?
Yo, we went on the table about it, and we said, I would like to fight. Like I said, me and brother Landon, I say definitely a Showtime fight, main event, possibly main event, because they both got names in the sport, not big names, but the fighters know who they are. I say co-main. Showtime. Yeah. I like it, Senior. The answer to your question, I like it.
Absolutely.
Now, you wasn't on the show for a few seconds, so now we're going to throw at you Terence Crawford, Sean Porter.
That shit is queued up already officially for November 20th. They going at it. So who you got?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one right there.
Yeah.
See, I want to go with Bud. I want to go with Bud.
That's what I told Squeeze. I'm leaning.
I can't
But you can't.
Porter.
Yeah.
I can't underestimate Porter.
Yeah.
He know how to get it done.
It's hard. Actually, I love matchups like this where it is difficult because that to me adds to the suspense and the interest of the fight. Because you literally in there, you're not going in there thinking, oh, this guy's gonna mop this other guy. No, you don't know what's gonna happen. So you just gotta kind of watch and see how it plays out. You know? It's gonna be crazy.
Like I say, man, this one that boxing needs.
Yeah.
Boxing need that fight.
Yeah.
Who you got, Senior?
I got another one for you. And you know this one I'm mad about. They went on the record, said Ryan Garcia turned down the Tank fight.
He did what?
He passed up on the Tank fight.
So hold up. Are we all in agreement on this show that he was capping the whole time?
The whole time.
Ryan Garcia, he's been capping this whole time, B. This whole time.
The Swami said it himself. When he first seen Yo on the couch at the Mike Tyson podcast, he like, look at his body language.
Yep.
And Coach Kenny, 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, he calling a spade a spade.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
I'm not surprised. I swear to you, I'm not surprised that he did not want that fight. We ain't
gonna waste our time with that dude name out our mouth.
He's corny.
Who you like, Senior, to see Javante in there with next?
I told her it was either Garcia or Lopez.
Garcia.
I want to see him getting them belts up off Lopez. I want to see him getting them belts up off Lopez. I hope he touch all 3 of them in the weigh-in.
Yeah.
My two.
He got to rub all 3 of them belts at the weigh-in.
Yo, my 2 is Lopez, of course, to shut that up, and Josh Taylor for talking spicy. That's still in my head, yo, with that interview where he was talking about how he would dismantle. What? All right, B, just beat his ass. Get a contract in that man's hands and see what happened.
Well, one thing as a fighter, you gotta understand. You gotta have confidence in yourself.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. No lie. You gotta have confidence in yourself. It would be ludicrous for him to stand up there and say he's scared of Tank and he a champion and he got belts.
No, that's a fact. But there's a balance between showing respect for your opponent.
You gotta hype yourself up to take that butt whooping. Because one thing we know for sure, when you in the ring with Javante Tank Davis, I don't give a damn how good you is, how resilient you is, you are going to be tested.
He start banging out those RBIs, those real bad injuries with them punches. We gonna say it's easy when a mic and a camera is in front of your face and they asking you a question and you hype and you got your manager over here and your trainers over here, your entourage over here, and you feeling real good and you popping your own collar and you're doing all this shit, right? You're doing all this in front of the camera. That's easy. But when that bell ring and he's standing across from you and y'all engage and you feel that first body shot, that's when it gets real. Because Tank hit hard.
That had Mario Barrios. His camp was talking trash all week when we was in Atlanta. We bumped into him in the hotel. They talking trash. The weigh-in, they talking trash. Once he touched them belts, I'm like, oh no, we got a problem. He got a problem. He ain't. You don't let no man go in your pocket.
And that's basically what he did. He patted his pockets. When he rubbed that belt, he patted his pockets. Like,
Yeah,
what you got?
yeah.
What
You don't
got,
let no
young
man go in your pocket.
What you got?
Yeah, you don't let no man go in your pocket.
See, what y'all gotta understand too, and we all gonna agree on this one.
Right.
When you get in the ring across from Gervonta Tank Davis and the bell ring, first thing on your mind is, I don't want to get hit clean by it. So now I'm fighting with a yellow tape across the ring in caution, because I ain't trying to get shot. I ain't trying to get shot in a spot that I might bleed out at.
Yeah.
So, I can't give it to you no more clear than that. I done seen this boy spar light heavyweights and heavyweights, and I was standing there, and the wind blew my head off from a punch. And I got down to the side of the ring. I say, I can't be a part of this. Somebody get ready to die, and I ain't being a witness.
I'm not going to court for none of y'all.
I'm getting the hell out of here. Calvin and Kenny, the Swami, good luck to y'all. But I slid right, and guess what? When I came back in the ring, they had Damon Jitty sitting in the corner with rags all over him, and they blood gushing out his nose. I said, I don't even want to know what happened.
Right.
The boy, to me, he the Michael Jordan of boxing.
And pay-per-view agrees with you.
He a rookie that came into the league and took the league by storm. Yeah. But he started winning his championships. And once he tasted them, he ain't looking back.
Right.
I'm just saying.
That's why I want to see Josh get, because again, you're supposed to be confident. You're not supposed to get in front of everybody and say, he gonna kick my ass, y'all. You're not supposed to do that.
Nah.
But there's a balance between having respect for the person you standing in front of, that you're going to stand in front of, and also saying, yo, I'm game. I'm in this to win this. But don't talk about how you going to dismantle. Like, so Tank gonna stand there like a stick man and let you dismantle him? Come on, B, let's not do that.
Did you hear what Usain Bolt told Sha'Carri Richardson?
No.
It's okay to believe yourself, but stay humble. Don't talk a lot of trash, because what you did, you fueled them Jamaicans. We don't like being talked trash about like that.
Yeah,
that's why you got beat that bad. Put your work in first, then come back and talk your trash, but stay humble first. And a lot of these guys refuse to be humble. I understand you gotta talk your trash to sell out their venue, but at the same time, you still gotta be humble.
Still gotta fight.
We have yet to see that guy box a complete fight, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, and he's maturing. He's maturing along the way. And you can tell by the things he say, the way he acts now, you can tell he's maturing, which is making him a more dangerous fighter as he's growing up in front of us.
Facts.
See, Squeeze, you call him Michael Jordan. I look at him more like Kobe. Because Kobe studied that game. Kobe studied that game, and he put that work in. And he looked up to Jordan, just like Tank looked up to Floyd.
I what?
I ain't even gonna argue with you or go over with, because I respect your opinion. You know what I mean? But I understand. But I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the day, who Tank really looks up to, and that's Coach Calvin.
Yeah.
That's on some real stuff. What you said, Senior, ain't wrong. That analogy you just said, brother, the Kobe thing and the Floyd thing. But he look up to him in a different aspect. He look up at the Floyd is the accolades he done accomplished and the money. Tank in the check cashing business now.
Facts.
But look up to on a whole new level, and he don't want to let Calvin down
at all. At all.
Yeah.
Because he looks at Calvin Calvin the one that put his life on hold for him when nobody else would.
Right.
You know what I mean? And believed in him, had a plan. You know how you cooking a pot of beef stew and you adding all the ingredients and you let the kids taste it and you say, how it tastes? They like, daddy.
This ain't it.
You like, don't let it bother him. He cook it again. Daddy said, how y'all like it? Getting a little better. Then he make the third batch. They sitting there. He asks some seniors, say, how you like it? They push him away. Because it's so good. Don't ask me nothing now. I'm chomping in. We waited for this. That's what Tank look up to Calvin for. Because he knows.
I agree.
The recipe and the ingredients. Calvin sit back and looked at this boy. He said, I got something here.
Yeah.
Now I gotta turn it up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's bigger than putting the gloves on and just going out there. It's so much that goes into greatness.
Absolutely.
You would only imagine.
Absolutely.
You would only imagine. Just like senior, somebody might say senior don't know nothing about the sport. He don't need that. That's a matter of opinion. Let me tell you something. It takes, if you look at Floyd Mayweather, he had he keeps an entourage of the right people around him. He got the glove man, the bag man, the reflex bag man, the water man, the bring him his fresh clothes man. It's so much that goes into, so never say, people might say, I don't know about the sport. Yo, a joke. He a clown. Why they got him in there? That's cool. But one thing they cannot question, my love for those kids. I ain't worried about all of that because I've been in this situation before. I needed that guidance. I probably wouldn't have went the way I went. So in my mind, it's more than about boxing. I gotta love these kids. I gotta greet them. And some days I don't feel like wanting to do it. But when I look at their little faces, I'm like, damn, I was their age before and I was looking for that love.
Yeah.
So to me, it's bigger than boxing.
Absolutely.
Landon.
Yes, sir.
I gotta give it a squeeze because he got a special handshake for all the kids. And when they come through them doors, they looking for squeeze and they handshake.
Wow.
Now, how he remember all these handshakes, I don't know.
You'll never know.
When they come through the door, they looking for squeeze his handshake.
That's crazy.
And
That's crazy.
That mean more to me than the boxing because I'm building friendships along the way and trust.
Right.
Something that's hard to get nowadays. Those words are priceless.
Yeah, facts.
You know, but what's going on with the Deontay Wilder Fury fight? What's up?
Well, I think I saw something about it earlier, but I didn't add it because I wasn't certain when they was going to do any of that. Let me do this real quick.
It's just too much red tape with it.
It
Just
is,
get the
yo.
fight
It
on.
is.
Dog.
It
Just
really
put the
is.
gloves on and fight, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Gee.
So 2 days ago,
Everything's so political now.
that's the problem. 2 days ago, they reported Tyson Fury said he will retire Deontay Wilder. I'm tired of the talk personally. Like, they can't seem to get along. So just get it on. Like, let's just do it.
All right. Since we on the topic, I'm going to ask you and Senior, y'all can answer this any way y'all want to. Do you think his coach did the right thing in throwing in the towel that fight? I'm going to start it off by saying, hell yeah.
All right. I agree with that. I watched the fight. I saw the amount of damage he was taking. Nah. He did the right thing.
I think he could have did it a little earlier, honestly. He was gone for a long time.
It looked bad.
But like his ex-trainer, Mark Briller said over in the corner, he like, yo, why you stop it? Spazzing out on him. He say, you could read his lips. You were bleeding out your ear.
You could tell like his whole everything was off.
Instead of him,
that's the equilibrium up. Yeah.
Instead of him embracing him, and embracing him, I can understand at that moment he was revved up. That's All right, he's a fighter. He's a warrior. Right. I understand it. I get it. But when they got backstage and the dust cleared, I think he should have embraced him because he really cares about him.
Yeah.
Enough to say, that's enough, man.
Yeah.
I'm not getting no pleasure out of seeing my fighter up there get ready to die in the ring. And you got a family that depend on you. No. So that lets you know where his mentality at.
Yeah, it's like Coach Cobb said. His equilibrium was completely off. And usually when you get an ear injury, like a bad ear injury, that's when you lose your stability. And it looked like that in the ring. Any more damage could have been permanent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to make the call. Like if you care about your fighter, I personally wouldn't want to see any fighter that I was connected with get injured permanently because I'm listening to his ego at the time. His adrenaline is pumping. Don't pull me out. Don't pull me out. No, it's got to be a cooler head there. It's a reason for your corner. It's got to be a cooler head there. You know, both of you two have been in fights. You know, when you in the fight, you in it, and everything is tunnel vision. You got blinders on. I'm trying to get this guy, but you might be losing. It might be bad for you. The dude's homeboys might be coming around the corner. You don't see that because you only looking at there with them horse blinders on. Yeah. That's why you need your corner there to watch around you and see the overall picture because you can't see yourself when you're in there, but everybody else can see you, and your coach care about you. Your corner care about you. They don't want to see you get permanently injured or die in there. So when I saw that fight, I was like, yeah, he did the right thing. I have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with doing it at all.
Hey, let me ask you fellas. I seen the press conference. Jamal Hearn and Shakur Stevenson for the belt. Did they fight yet? Or Jamal Hearn with the champion at 130 and Shakur Stevenson?
I don't think so.
I don't think they fought yet.
I don't think so.
No, they fight on the 23rd. October 23rd.
Yeah, because Shakur was selling a lot of death. Jamal Hearn.
Was he?
He's a humble champion. This dude, he humble, and you know, the rest is water under the bridge. He ain't gonna go back for his mouthy,
right,
and all of that.
Right.
So he more so like we'll see that night. Let's get it on.
Right.
You got any comments and questions?
Yeah, actually, I do have quite a few comments in the chat. So let's shout our folks out. And once again, we thank everybody that comes here every week to listen to the show. We really appreciate you guys. Of course, my man Hayes Smoke.
Thank you.
He was in the comments before the show even went live. He was like, and that's usual. That's usual. He says, in the words of DMX, let's get it up. He says, rise and shine. Happy Sunday, family. Happy Sunday to you too.
Happy Sunday, brother.
DJ Nostalgia in here today. Like it's the Coach Squeeze show. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Hey Smoke once again, no doubt. Much respect, Brother Landon. Much respect to you too. Boxing Dad. Salute to the Rize Podcast. And of course, we have our sister broadcast, Afternoon Sports Slayers in the building.
Oh, what's up, sis?
Yeah, sis. Let us know. Let us know when you want us on.
Let us know, big sis. And she doing her thing, man. Afternoon Sports.
Yeah, I'll check her out.
I'll be watching her during the week, trying to comment and support her too.
That's right.
One of our sister stations, they would say. You know, and I'm proud of this young lady. Keep doing what you're doing, Queen. you got all of our support.
Absolutely. Let's see. We got I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Her last name is Dowry. It's Malchazilla.
Malcolm Dowry.
Malcolm. Okay, all right, guys. Oh, I see what he did with his name. Malchazilla. Got you. Got you.
That's my co-worker. He suffered a little loss over the weekend.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Somebody did to him. I ain't going.
Yeah.
It ain't my place to blot it out, but glad that he's in the comments watching. Keep your head up, brother. And
definitely.
The Rize Podcast, prayers go out to your family. Words cannot express enough, but we try to support each other. Keep your head up, brother. And may God bless you and your family moving forward, man. From the deepness of the Rize Podcast and me, brother.
Absolutely. We got Hey Smoke back.
Okay, for you and the family.
Absolutely. Hey Smoke says, okay, CEO Cobb's in the building. Let's see.
That's my boy, man. He be on me during the week.
He be on you?
Yeah. He keep that fire lit.
Oh man. So I'm seeing Nick Tay. It says Lax Nick Tay. He or she, I can't tell which one it is, says I brought my boys last week. Team up and do a good job of coaching. Like to hear that.
Thank you, man.
To hear that.
Thank you.
Let's see. Hey Smoke again, Upton or else. Salute and much respect to Coach Calvin. Doesn't get any better. If so, show me. How about that? Let's see. Nick Tay says, yeah, Coach Squeeze, I think you'll be a good coach for my youngest boy.
Okay.
Coach
That's
Squeeze.
what's up, man.
That's why I like to see stuff like this. I like to see stuff like this because
bring up, hey man, thank you, man. I tell everybody all the time, in my mind, I'm my worstest critic. I always think I could do more. I'm always thinking I could do more, yo. I never settle.
Mm-hmm. We have a question by Afternoon Sports Slay. She says, okay, Rize, do you think Bud could knock out Porter or is it going to go the distance?
Good question. Go ahead, our CEO, go ahead. You answer that first. Cobbs.
Oh, he's thinking hard too. Look at
it. I don't know. I think it's gonna go the distance. I think it's gonna go the distance.
That's my call too. I don't. That's my call too. I don't foresee Porter getting knocked out. I don't foresee that. I don't foresee that.
All right, you guys, y'all waving the fence mentally. I can see it in your brain. And she asked us a question.
She did. I think it's gonna go the distance.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Sister, Afternoon Slay Sports. Hell no. Ain't nobody finishing no Sean Porter. That's my answer. Next.
Let's see. Hey Smoke says, I'd like to see Sean win that, but Crawford wants to prove himself. So he gonna dig deep if he got a chance to work.
And that's what's really on my mind. Like Bud got something on his mind. He was counted out. So you know what I mean? He got something on his mind. He fighting with a purpose. And that's what really got me like,
But you know what? Good observations, senior. But Sean Porter, every fight he in, he gotta prove himself.
See, this is the problem. But that's what makes this fight exciting. Like you said, boxing needs this fight.
I think this is gonna be a good one.
The sport needs this fight, yo.
I think this is gonna be a good one.
One more question, and I'm ready to start running.
Absolutely.
And closing out.
Michael Garner says this fight is going to show us how good Crawford is. This is his biggest fight ever.
Couldn't have said it no better. He couldn't have said it no better, man. Senior, Any closing arguments? Anything you want to tell the people out there that's on your mind right now? You got a minute.
Don't let Porter get knocked out.
Okay. Brother Landon, you got a minute.
Absolutely. Make sure everybody that's watching this, take care of your health. Because at the end of the day, that's all you got. That's it. Take care of your health.
That's it.
Because a lot of times we get caught up with our day-to-day, going to work, coming back, eating the wrong things, not exercising, doing things we know we had no business doing. We only do that because we feel good now. But that can change really, really quickly.
All right, my closing arguments is keep your head up out there and always look to help somebody. If you can't help them, don't put your hand on them at all. That's what I'm closing with.
Love it.
So one more time, come on down to 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. Pee Wee class from 3:30 to 5, from 5 to 7. From 8-year-old to 16 is free, and from 17 to adults, it's $120 a year. But we do have a waiting list, so you will have to see our manager. I'm gonna repeat. Don't go say Coach Squeeze said da. I'm telling you, everything got to go through our manager, Miss Nikki, the queen of boxing. So bring your children down and let them get that experience. And don't forget to subscribe to the Rize Podcast. We got to get these numbers up, people. You got to spread the word. You got to spread the word. We got to get our numbers up so this channel can grow, and we'll give you all the content and our views and opinions. As you can see, all of us have our own mind. There's no band riding when it comes to this show. We're giving our own heartfelt opinions and what we see. And I'd like to thank my boy Senior for coming in and doing what he doing, picking up. Because like I say, man, everything takes a team, man.
Facts.
Everything takes a team, man. And for him to come in and pick up and get in the groove, because he wasn't doing this at first.
Nah.
He
got
came
the bug
in
now
on the back end and he got the bug.
You got the bug now.
He learning and growing on the job. Y'all seeing this young man learning and growing on the job. So that's a plus to the Rize Podcast.
Yep.
And special thanks to Coach Calvin, the CEO of this brand. The Swami, aka Limp Ball Swami, Coach Kenny.
That's my man.
Another one of our top dogs. So we like to thank everybody out there that chimed in today. We appreciate y'all. We hope we gave y'all some good content that y'all wanted to hear. And like we always say, let me give my shout out to my sponsors. 4-time world champion in 3 different weight classes. The disaster, the hurricane, the storm, a mudslide, a tsunami. GTD Promotions. Redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know that's the most important thing, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Terrible thing to waste.
Under Armour, and last but not least, Box Raw.
Right.
Thank you, brothers. Another successful
Congratulations to the amateurs too. The amateurs fought yesterday.
Oh, congrats.
Oh, yeah?
Congrats.
We had 4 amateurs fighting. 4 amateurs fighting yesterday. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. See, we got to get that on the next one. I got to do some interviews
Absolutely.
with the fighters.
Yeah.
We're going to get some interviews during the week. We got to grab these guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
I got
at the top of the day, afternoon, man, God bless everyone out there, man. Be safe. We're living in a pandemic. Surround yourself with people that mean you some good. People that don't mean you no good, it's not even important to accept what they got to say. So as we will always say on the count of 3, put the peace signs out. Peace and hair grease.